Yeah, we are in the place of
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today my friend Emily is here. I'm going to do her makeup today. We ended up going to see Jurassic World, The Fallen World, whatever it's called, today. And it was really good, and we went and ate, and then we had the idea that we should do a makeover on Emily today, and I think it's going to be fun, so let's get started. I'll wash my hands.
Okay.
So first we're going to start off with the Photo Focus face primer called Matte Matte. That's what it's called. It's kind of an interesting name, but it's by Wet n Wild. Oh. So I'm just going to concentrate it right here, especially to mattify in the T-zone, because that's where most people get a little oily, but Emily doesn't seem to be too oily. She seems like she has a normal skin type, so that's fine. Is this relaxing? I always feel the primer part is like the most awkward part, because you're like now that we have her face primed for the walls, we will take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dip Brow in the shade medium brown.
I got most of my school buddies saying yee, so
Yee.
there we go.
Isn't that funny?
Can you please put that in?
I mean, yeah.
Do you remember
Yes, eyebrow.
Call of the Wild Man on Animal Planet with the guy? He would go like he
Oh yeah.
He would just like catch
Turtle
snapping.
Man.
Is it
Yeah, he would just catch snapping turtles.
And he'd go like this, he'd go,
yeah.
yee!
Exactly like that, yeah.
What did you use on your eyebrows?
I use like the Benefit Processing Eyebrow. I use a pencil, I don't use pomade.
I like pencils too.
Okay guys, so now what I'm going to be using is the HD Brow Pencil by BH Cosmetics, because I don't trust myself to use the pomade on her outer brow, because that was the first time I used it and it's quite pigmented. So if you mess up, it's almost irrevocable, I feel like.
You get a headache if you watch my videos. I'm like, what? No.
That's how all fishing channels are though. They're like, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm like, whoa. So now we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel in order to set the brows in place so they don't move.
Oh, I brought my mascara. I actually put it in my purse. It's Birds and Six.
Oh, that Too Faced?
Yeah.
You like it?
I like
Okay, good, because I've heard amazing things about it. You guys know this is literally my favorite concealer. It's by Makeup Revolution. It's literally taken the whole beauty world by storm, because it's literally $8 and it's just as good as the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, if not better.
Where do you get it from?
Ulta?
Ulta.
Yeah. And now when you're always doing makeup clients, you don't want to use the applicator directly just for sanitary reasons. You want to put it on the back of your hand and use a brush that you have washed before, which I did.
I need some of that under my eyes.
We will do it. Cool. The dark circles are real. You see my, I'm like, I don't even really have
Really?
And now when you're putting this on the eye, make sure you do drag it down on the eyelid, because this will act as a primer for your eyeshadows later on. And then I just take my blender. This is a the Real Techniques Beauty Complexion sponge to just take off some of the excess product so it doesn't crease. But to keep it from creasing, what I'm going to do is actually take a brush that I have right here and take some translucent powder, the Coty Airspun that I use all the time, and set it before she opens her eyes and it creases in her eyelid. So I just take the Coty Airspun and extra translucent powder and then put it all over her eyelid and set it, and it smells like old woman. Can you smell it?
No, but I've used it before. Yeah. It does.
You're like, yeah.
That's what Dita Von Teese smells like.
Oh my god, I forgot you met her.
Yeah. She smells I thought she'd have like a really like fancy smelling perfume, but she's really hard to smell.
Really?
Yeah.
She's not. It's not like.
She's
Dude.
like. It was just a very subtle powder smell.
Ooh, that's even classier.
I know.
So she gave me free reign over her eyes, and she told me that I could do probably anything that I want with them, just something ultra glam because she's used to doing natural beauty.
Yes.
So.
Don't do those. I don't really like those colors.
Okay. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but everything else I really like.
Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to be doing is taking, in the realm of these reds right here, and just doing some eye looks with that, some coppery stuff. First, I'm going to be taking this color right here and the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette as a transition shade with my BH Cosmetic 101 brush. I say cosmetic, not cosmetics. And I'm just starting on the outside and bringing it up through the crease into the inner corner. You want this just to be a wash of color throughout the crease so the reds and coppery colors that we go in later blend out. And I'm just using the tip of the brush to blend it out. The farther I get out on the eye, the less pressure I'm using in order to blend it out. I'm going to be taking this kind of burnt orange color here, dipping it in, and then tapping off the excess so it doesn't go gung-ho on you. And I'm just concentrating this not as blown out as the other color. And always when you're holding your brush, make sure you're holding it at the very tip and not here, because you have more flexibility and blending ability up down here on the end of the brush. And it makes you look more professional. And then take the remaining product and just swoop it down into here. You just want it to fade into the brown that's in the inner corner. Very pretty. As you can see, it's blended and it's nicely seamless throughout her whole eyelid, and nothing's really overpowering anything, and you're just introducing new reds into the color scheme. So now what I'm going to do is just take a darker red, this color right here, but switch brushes first to my Morphe brush. The Morphe M441 brush. It's more dense and closely compacted to a point, so I can really concentrate this dark red color on the outer part of her eye to anchor out the outer corner. Place it at the lash line, and then just flick it like that. So tell me about you, Emily. I know about you, but people on YouTube don't know about you. What do you do for a living?
I am an esthetician and I work at Massage Envy. I do facials, and we've just introduced facial waxing at our location. We also have chemical peels and microderm infusion. And then me and Justin have been friends since high school.
Yes.
We graduated high school 4 years ago.
Which is awesome. It doesn't feel like that long,
I know.
actually. 4 years seems like a year ago. I kind of have it all planned out on her eye thus far. I'm going to go ahead and cut her crease at this point with the same concealer that I used to cut her eyebrows. As you can see, it's just a half cut crease like that. And now what I'm going to do is set that concealer with the powder that I used to set earlier, the concealer on the brow. Now what we're going to be doing is taking the BH Cosmetics loose pigment in the shade Diamond Dazzlers, and it's this beautiful rose gold shade, and we're going to be putting it right here on her crease and just highlighting the crease, which will make the cut crease pop even more when she has her eyelids closed and also when she has her eyelids open. Okay guys, sorry I had to put the camera on charge because it was dead, but what we did off camera was do her eyeliner, and then the mascara we used Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and then we went and just did what we did on the top of her eye to the bottom, and now I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade, what is it, nude?
Porcelain.
Porcelain.
Does it make her face feel heavier?
Not really.
If you're using good products.
Yeah.
Can you say yank, 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 yank?
That song, Take Me to Funky Town.
Huh?
That's
Since you found peace.
it's gonna smell like old baby. So now what we're gonna do is take the same setting powder but with the sponge and dip it in and put it on the under eye because this will help you to avoid putting too much under the under eye and making it look dry. Tastes like that real good.
Did I tell you? Oh, I told you about going to the club for the first time, didn't I?
Where?
In Mississippi? In Biloxi?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I need to go to the club again.
Yeah.
I crave it.
I crave it. I love.
And I need to have more drinks the next time because I just had one drink. That's all I can.
In order to have a true club experience,
I need to get drunk.
you need to get like.
Drunk.
Okay, so now that we have kind of blanked out her whole face and now it's just one even canvas, what we are going to do is take my MAC 107 brush, and it's a duo fiber brush, and then take the butter bronzer and the shade Light by Physicians Formula and smell this.
Ooh. It's
Like pina
Tropical,
colada, tropical, so, and then just kind of swirl around, tap off just a little excess. And then the purpose of bronzing is to make the face look more alive and bring some complexion back into the face. So we start here in the back and then just kind of in circular motions go along the cheek line. I'm just taking this generic Wet n Wild brush. They have no names to distinguish it from one another, so it's just this kind of brush right here because it's nice to get up under the cheekbone. And I'm taking my Nude Rose palette by BH Cosmetics and using the contour shade right there, the cooler toned one, to carve out her cheekbones. So to nose contour, I really don't use a contour, I just used a butter bronzer just to kind of add a natural shadow into the curvature of your nose. So I follow the bridge of her nose there and then keep going straight line down instead of flaring it out where the nose nostrils come out. And then just kind of on the tip of the nose to make it look like you had a rhinoplasty, really. You look like a blushing bride. We're going to be using the Moonchild Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting palette.
It traveled, so it cracked a little.
I think I'll be going in with the pink heart here to kind of match the blush that I went in with. Now, well, sorry, I kind of like I was like, oops. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for the nose contour bronzing and take the Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild and then put that on her brow bone. Now, to melt all of the colors and powders and stuff together, I'm going to use the setting spray called the Matte Finished by NYX. Un, dos, tres. Okay guys, so I know I had some complications with the camera. It shut off again, but all we did was basically put on the highlight and then put on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Unicorn Blood Liquid Lipstick and put some setting spray on by NYX Cosmetics, and this is the finished look. So I thank Emily so much for coming over.
Thank you for doing my makeup.
You're welcome. And
I love
I'm so happy that she came over.
Why are you working with the camera?
I'm doing dope B-roll.
No.
Where was I? Thanks Emily for coming over. I'm so happy that you came over because it's going to be so nice to have this under our belts as friends. And I can't wait for the next time. Maybe she can do my makeup sometime in the future. That would be really cool. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. Bye!
Bye.
And also, if you want to see some dope fishing vids, check out my channel at Roku YouTube. See y'all later.